Hello, and welcome back to Iron Butterfly Podcast. My name is Megan Jaffer.
And I'm Katie Hopkins, and we'll be your hosts.
We created Iron Butterfly Podcast in honor of Eloise Page, the original Iron Butterfly. And on this very special season, we are going inside our first documentary feature film titled The Power We Hold: Stories from Women Spies. This film features 10 of the most powerful women you've never heard of, and this season, we'll get up close and personal with each of them. We hope you find their stories as powerful as we do.
Started. Laura, welcome to Iron Butterfly Podcast. Welcome back to Iron Butterfly Podcast.
Thank you. Pleasure to be with you.
It looks and feels a little different since the last time you were on.
Some major upgrades around here. The fact that we're in a studio.
We're in a studio.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Laura Thomas is probably one of all of our favorite people.
That is very true.
Love spending time with you, and I know that our listeners love hearing from you. Just a little reminder for everyone listening. We are re-interviewing all of our former Iron Butterflies that are participating in the documentary. And so if you haven't watched the documentary, please do so. And if you have, and now you are joining us here, welcome back.
Yeah, we're excited to have you back. And here we're going to dive deep into the world of Laura Thomas.
Well, that's a scary place sometimes.
I was going to say, everyone buckle up.
Oxygen mask.
Put them on yourself before you help others.
Just like over the course of the interview, Laura just slowly starts interviewing us. And we're like, wait, how did this happen?
How did we turn that conversation around? I'll be thinking about
Wouldn't put it faster.
Oh my God, that would be a real psychological mine. I was going to say a bad word, but anyway, okay, let's get started.
Amazing. Well, Laura, today we're here to talk about your favorite topic, which is yourself. So we are going to start at the very beginning with just tell us like where you're from, about your background, how you grew up, like what was young Laura Thomas up to on a Friday well, it's not Friday. What day is it?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
On any day.
Any
given day.
Yes.
Young Laura was probably out riding a horse bareback, getting sweaty, taking the horse swimming. I was a horse girl. I was a fanatic.
Amazing.
Yeah.
What type of riding did you do?
Every type, to include falling off a lot. Did Western, I did barrel racing, I did jumping, so English, hunt seat, all the above.
Who was your favorite horse that is
Oh,
most
that's
near
such a
and
good
dear?
question.
Oh, yeah. I had a Arabian, and Arabians were pretty rare in North Carolina, where I'm from. Small, one-stoplight rural area. And Arabians are these really spirited, just emotional, sensitive horses that read your moods. And I had one, and she was amazing. Her name was Gigi, and we were tight.
Oh, thick as thieves.
Yeah.
Laura and Gigi.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. So would you take the horse out like into the woods somewhere?
Yeah, all of that. Woods, fields. I had a BB gun, and I would practice like being Annie Oakley. I would ride and see if I could shoot and hit a target while I was going. I had a bow and arrow. Would do stuff like that.
Shocking that she ended up in the career path that she. Just shocking.
This isn't inconsistent with some other stories that we have heard.
Yeah, no.
Wow.
Yeah, I also took the horse in the parade, like the Christmas parade at the town. I mean, yeah, I would ride the horse through town like almost every day. Like,
Oh my
go past
God.
the post office and pick up the mail.
Oh my God, that's so
Yeah.
cool.
I didn't even know that you could still do that.
Well, you just get on and ride. I mean,
Oh my God, I love it.
So what was it like to grow up in a one-stoplight town in rural America?
it was quiet, and I longed for being in the big city.
Mm.
And I got to the big city. I've been in the big city for a long time now. Now I long for being in the country. But yeah, it was really quiet. And I knew there was a lot bigger world out there, and I wanted to go explore it, but I didn't quite know how I was going to get there till later. That came later.
So what were you interested in school? Like what were, when you were in high school, were you a math gal, science
all.
gal, a history buff?
History, social studies.
Mm-hmm.
I was a really good student. I was the student that never got in trouble. My mom, she would always, if you can't sit there and learn, you can at least sit there and be quiet. So I was always the teacher's pet and favorite. Not incredibly academically gifted, but still made 4.0 because it was a matter of effort, not necessarily being the smartest person in the room. I was definitely not. So I put in the time and I did well.
And when young Laura thought about her life and what she wanted to be when she grew up, like what was the picture in her mind, or was it really Annie Oakley kind of?
I mean, if I could have been her, I would have, but I knew that was probably not going to really be an option. The first thing I wanted to be was an astronaut because I remember watching space shuttle launches. And then I wanted to be an archaeologist because I saw Indiana Jones. I was a big fan. Then at some point, I wanted to be a CIA officer.
When did that come about?
All the movies.
Yeah.
It looked really fun. Like, I want to travel the world in a private jet and do amazing things. Oh, I wanted to be Tomb Raider for a while, Lara Croft.
Oh yeah. Such
I mean,
a badass.
with the two guns on both. Like, you just can't beat that.
You can't.
So.
It's true.
So you ended up going to college?
I did.
And what did you major in?
Peace, War, and Defense was actually a major at my University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill. And
Peace, War, and Defense.
Yeah, that's actually a thing. And International Studies was a double major.
Okay.
So.
And did you like college? Did you have fun? Were you a typical college student?
I didn't go to class a lot, to be honest.
So she dabbled in some fun.
More than dabbled.
More than dabbled.
Well, I went from the perfect kid.
Yeah.
And not that I was imperfect kid in college, but I definitely had my fun, and I did all the things that one should do in college, I think.
So were you? This is we always talk about this in my house. Were you did you like to go to bars or did you like to go to clubs?
Both. As if you start at the bar, then you go to the club. Then you go to the after party in the dorm room.
Yes.
Or the frat house or
How would you
house.
answer that question?
I was a club girl all the way.
You would start at the club.
Yeah.
And stay there the entire night.
The whole time.
You close it down?
This is going to show my age. I can't believe I'm saying this on tape. But if you see my bunions, you will know that I was in heels for 5 hours or 6 hours every Friday and Saturday for years.
So was I. I remember I had a pair of pink heels that my college roommate, she was Miss North Carolina.
Oh.
And she was second runner-up for Miss America. And I got to go to all the pageants with her. So it was wonderful because I was also a huge tomboy as a kid. Had no idea how to dress, do any makeup or anything. And she helped me so much. And she picked out these pink high heels for me. And I wore those things like all the time.
Oh my God.
And I did what you did, except it was a bar, then club.
Oh my God.
I was just a bar girl.
Just a bar girl?
Yeah.
Okay, but
I was. But I would say out late, it was New York City. So maybe most New York City bars are kind of like
clubs.
Now, were you able to get into the bars being underage?
Yeah. With my fake ID.
All right. Did you have a fake ID?
No, hi, Mom.
No, but I knew a lot of the promoters.
Oh, of course you did.
So, yeah. Okay. So,
I was telling this story earlier today. I ordered my first fake ID on this website called reallygoodfakeIDs.com, and they got confiscated at the post office.
Oh my gosh. Did they have that on the packaging?
They must have.
Such a rookie mistake.
I know. I didn't make that mistake again.
Yeah. Well, did you know it's a felony to make a fake ID?
Wow.
I learned that as I was interviewing with the agency, and they asked about illegal things I had done. And I had not really done anything illegal, at least in my mind. And
that's all that matters.
It came around to eventually, I was like, well, I guess I did have a fake ID, and I did make it myself. And apparently that's
Oh.
a felony. I was like,
Did
well,
they point that out to you?
yeah. And I was like, well,
Well,
I mean,
it's
I think
over.
I didn't get
Not using
I
it
didn't get
anymore.
arrested. And if this is all the dirt, then I think I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah.
And at that
look,
exact
I assumed another identity. Like, I think this should be a good
Oh my
thing.
god, that's what I was
yes.
gonna say. At that moment, they probably moved her from the analysis stack into the
Yeah.
operational
Maybe that's how it
stack.
happened.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
God,
Well,
love
we're getting
this.
ahead of ourselves.
No, well, yeah. Okay, so we're in college, yada yada about
She's
what
going
you
to
studied.
the bars,
No.
and then to the clubs, and then to the
So did you know at that point that you were what was your thoughts in college about what you wanted to do?
I knew it was CIA on 9/11 because I was a freshman in college.
Oh, okay.
And that was very formative to my college years.
Mm-hmm.
So I immediately looked into next semester classes and started taking Arabic and started, there was a introduction to counterterrorism course that I took and ultimately became the research assistant to the professor. And I remember I read the textbook like all the way through within the first few days to a week of the class and just knew like this is what I
you
want
wanted
to work
to
on.
do.
Yeah. But at the time, I mean, there was this sentiment in
Yeah.
the U.S.
Mhm.
Everyone felt the same way. So I don't think I was really unique in that regard, but it definitely sort of merged my desire to do what was in the movies with, okay, now there's a real reason.
Yeah. I'm just kind of surprised that they had Arabic there at that time.
Yeah,
so
that's a
soon
good
after, that's, right place, right time,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
you to be at school.
Yeah.
Did you have a question about school before we?
Well, I believe I remember that you might have studied abroad.
I did.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So when
Oh,
did you decide to
yeah.
do that?
Well, I had originally planned to go to London to study abroad because I was dating a guy who had been accepted into a London program, and I wanted to go and be where he was.
Okay.
He broke up with me, and I had to find a backup option pretty quickly. And I was like, well, gosh, I'm already studying Arabic. I would love to go to the Middle East. And Jordan was an option, and there was an opening. So I took it. So that was probably a really good breakup.
Pivotal. Pivotal.
Pivotal for the world, potentially.
Yeah. Oh, I wonder if, oh my gosh, I just thought about you obviously don't keep in touch with him at all, right?
No.
Wouldn't it be wild though if he saw you in the documentary and then listen to the podcast and he's like, I shaped her life.
That's true. That's true. For the better.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, roll
For
my
the better.
eyes. Yeah.
So
Okay.
what was it like going to the Middle East in a post 9/11 world?
Good question.
All my friends and family, they thought I was crazy because there was this mindset that, oh my gosh, that's where a bunch of terrorists live. I
Right.
mean, it was very, not very nuanced view necessarily. Though, of course, when you talk to folks, like my parents, I mean, they understood that, okay, you're probably going to be safe. We're really excited that you're going to do this. Please don't do anything stupid and, send pictures and call home.
Mm-hmm.
That was the time where we still had calling cards,
Mhm.
I think. But yeah, getting there, I remember I got off the plane and it was nighttime in Amman, Jordan. And we're walking through the airport and I hear the call to prayer. And that was the first time I'd ever heard it, being in a place. And I went through customs and the Jordanian customs officer just said, welcome to Jordan, Britney Spears. And I was like, gosh, I definitely don't look like her, but if that pretends anything here. And it was like walking around like a celebrity at times because it was me and then our whole cohort of class. It was mostly girls. And
Oh, wow.
yeah, it was kind of like the Red Sea parting whenever
I'm sure.
we'd go out to clubs and bars. And yes, that exists in Amman. It was a really fun scene. And we had a great time.
What was it like the first time you heard the call to prayer? Because for me, the first time I heard it was in Jerusalem.
Mm-hmm.
And it was an emotional experience for me.
You were Muslim at that point?
Yeah, I was. But I was in Jerusalem. I was actually right by the wall in Jerusalem where everyone is praying.
Yeah.
And I heard the call to prayer, and then after it was over, I heard church bells. And so it was like this juxtaposition, and it was super emotional.
Yeah.
And I couldn't like place why. I had become Muslim, but it was just it's like a wave of emotion. So how did you feel?
Yeah.
I mean, you were a young girl.
Yeah, it was emotional for me as well. I grew up in a really religious household, very Christian, Southern Baptist. And so, I was very religious being there. And then just to hear, this other essentially similar ritualistic, thing, it actually reminded me of home in a way that I didn't expect. But I would be lying if I didn't say it was also fearful, because here I am, don't really know a lot about the world, come from the middle of nowhere. I have one view of what people are like in this place, or might be like, based on a very horrible terrorist attack against the U.S. And I was probably a little bit anxious.
Yeah.
But then I met my host family, and just had so many wonderful experiences with Jordanians and a lot of Palestinians, because almost half of Jordan's Palestinian. So,
how do you feel like that changed your worldview?
Oh, it completely turned it, I don't want to say upside down, but like maybe sideways. I had so much more empathy, I think, after being there and just hearing other people's experiences and seeing how they live, and seeing it's not really that different. They have the same fears, the same concerns. It was a wonderful experience. I think anyone who has a kid, like, if you really want that kid to truly like grow emotionally, send them overseas for study abroad if you can.
I fully believe that every kid should have that experience. Like, that should be a part of your high school experience or your college experience, because it totally changes the way I think you grow, but then it also changes the way you think about your country. Like, you step out of your bubble and you see it from a different angle. And I agree. I think everybody should be able to have that experience.
And I would add to it, if you can, go to a place where they don't speak English, or that they're like, you're going to have to just be thrust into situations that are so foreign, and you just have to figure shit out.
Yeah.
Like, that is extremely helpful. So that was my first experience of, oh my gosh, I just have to figure shit out here.
And did that make you more or less interested in working at CIA?
Oh, 100% more. I had a running journal that I kept there. And I think the first day is like, I wrote, "You know why you're here." And I was there to learn Arabic so I could go work at CIA. And
That's
to
really cool.
really understand
I mean, that's
people
a
and
start of
culture.
a movie.
That is.
That is start.
I still have that journal, too.
That should be the start of your book. You know why you're here. That's so powerful.
Are you writing a book?
No, not.
No,
I
just
I've got
mean-
some notes.
Oh, like in general.
I've
It
got
could
some
be,
notes
yeah.
that could be a book.
Okay.
It could be a start.
Well, now you have a start to a book.
I have some ideas for the opening scene.
What are they?
Exfiltration, pulling an asset out of a foreign country and trying to rescue them and their family.
Should we come back to that?
Oh, we will.
Okay.
We 100% will.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we got to get to where everybody wants to go.
Let's do
which
it.
is, okay, you get through college, you know why you're here, you know where you're trying to go.
Bars, clubs, yada, yada.
Yada yada, you went through school. And did you apply right away?
I think I actually applied when I was in high school at some point.
No way.
And I think I got a rejection. I don't even know. But I remember doing something stupid like that because I was just so overeager. I did apply right away, and the process took forever. Forever. And
Like, how long is forever?
it was at least a year and a half, 2 years. And when you're just finishing school,
Yeah.
you want to get on with your life.
It's like forever.
I mean,
yeah.
that's a long time.
Yeah.
And
Well, because people come out, they're getting jobs within months, they're starting their careers, and you're like, come on, what's happening?
So what did you do in that space in between?
I worked at a startup, technology startup, that was working on defense, national security related. It's actually sort of the original AI before AI was a thing. And I was doing that. I was an intelligence analyst was my title.
Nice.
And so I had a blog about terrorism while I was in Jordan and while I was in college. And that ended up, I got quite a bit of traction and interest from folks. So I got offered this job based on my writing, did that, and waited for my clearance to come through and eventually started at the agency a while after.
Okay. So I think a lot of people will be interested to know, like, what's that like? Like you get the letter, you get a call, you get whatever saying, okay, you're in. You're going to start training X day. And you go in and start training. And what is that? What is your mental headspace in that?
I cannot believe they let me in the gate. I mean, that was what I thought when I drove through the gate. I was like, I cannot believe they let me in here. This is so exciting. I was super excited.
And what do you remember from
the first day? I remember so there's the thing called the bubble at CIA. It's the auditorium, and it looks like a big dome. They call it the bubble. And they pulled us all in the bubble. And this was at the time where they were hiring quite a lot of people because it was post 9/11. And I remember we had been given some cards that essentially was other names that we would go by at the agency. But they didn't tell us if we could share that name or share our true names with folks. So I just remember there being mass confusion among like hundreds of people if we could even talk to each other and tell them our names.
You're just like, hello,
I'm a person here to work.
Just like you.
Nice to meet you. You? No, so it was pretty awkward. But yeah, I made some really fast friends on the first day.
And so you originally, if I remember correctly, applied to be an analyst.
I did.
And then you got offered a job in operations.
Yeah.
Did you like really have a concept at that point for what that meant?
Had no idea. I mean, I thought I had an idea of operations when I applied, and I thought that it was you had to be, a completely fluent foreign language speaker, and you had to be ethnic something, not me. And yeah, I found out that was not necessarily true. I would like to also say I applied to FBI and they rejected me.
Oh, wah, wah.
It's like the same story.
It's an epidemic.
It's the same story.
FBI, gotta get
Damn
it together.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you remember from your early years there? I imagine you went to training. Like, what can you tell us about that training, what it was like, what you were learning?
Actually, the early years, I wasn't in active training like what you would think because they had so many of us. They couldn't fit us through all the courses. And we had to work a desk, which on the ops side, that's not necessarily, at least if you're trying to go overseas and be case officer, like that's not what you want to be doing. But it was actually really helpful because you learn how that organization works. You learn the bureaucracy, you learn how to pull different levers of power. So I did that for about a year and a half, and then I went down to training.
Wow, a year and a half it took before.
And there was some training courses in between that I think kept us excited. And yeah, it was just, they thrust you into really random, unexpected, uncomfortable situations and see how you react and then tell you how you probably should have reacted.
What did you learn about yourself in that experience?
I learned to, I don't know that I learned something about myself, but I learned to tamp down on nervousness, outwardly at least. Even though if I was so nervous every time I had to bump somebody. So a bump is when you're doing a approach to someone random. It could be at a bar, it could be anywhere. And you have to essentially go up to that person, find a reason to make contact and engage with them, get them to talk to you, get them to like you, get them to want to continue talking to you, figure out how to get a second meeting, and then figure out how to prolong the relationship and ultimately recruit them to provide secrets. But every time I had to do a bump, whether it was really when I did it a lot at CIA for real, but also in training, just this massive amount of butterflies in my stomach every single time. But you kind of get high on that too, though.
Yeah. I could totally see that.
Yeah.
How did you learn to manage that? I mean, I feel like I get that with not doing bumps. Just like operating normal daily life.
Yeah, public speaking would be the same thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know, maybe it's just repetition.
Yeah.
And it's the thrill of the chase too. If you're attracted to the thrill of the chase, then you'll do whatever.
Yeah.
So what can you share with us about maybe just a few like memories or vignettes that stick out to you about your time as a case officer? Like, you know, what types of things were you doing? Like you mentioned an exfiltration. Like just talk us through a couple maybe just memories that stick out in your mind that you can talk about that you just like really encapsulate what it means to be a case officer.
So one time I was in the Middle East in a major capital, and I was going after a target. The target was friends with a dentist. And so I was like, well, I'm going to make friends with the dentist first in order to get close to this one individual. And I basically faked having a toothache, and I had to get to the office of this dentist, but I had to go in person. I didn't want to have any, I didn't want to leave any tracks basically. So I go in person. I find out the dentist office is in like this really shady part of town. It's a very shady dentist office. I go in, and there are the ladies working the desk, and I'm like, I really need to see this. And I had the name of the dentist. I was like, I need to see this dentist. And they're like, well, he's not here right now. We can introduce you to such and such. The other lady's here. She's a dentist. I'm like, no, I don't want to see her. I want to see him. I was like, I'm going to come back tomorrow, 3:00. Is he going to be here? Yes. I'm like, all right, write my other name, not my real name down, that I'm going to be here. I go the next day. I go in. I'm like, I have a toothache. I need you to look at it. And I don't really know exactly how I was going to like parlay that into a relationship with this guy. But all I remember is I open my mouth. The ladies who are working this, it's all dirty. Like this is not like a clean environment. They're not really, what do you call them? The people who work at the dental
hygienists.
Yeah. They were not qualified. And you know, the water, they're like putting it in my mouth, but they forget to suck it out.
So you're choking on it?
The water is literally like coming
They're
all out of my
waterboarding
mouth.
you.
And the dentist is yelling at them because they're doing it incorrectly. Meanwhile, he's like looking at my mouth. He does find a cavity. What? And he's like, weak. I can feel it right here. And I'm like, no, I don't want a feeling. Please, this is not what I. Oh. And he's like, no. He's like, it's so simple, and it'll only be like $20. And I'm like, oh, well, gosh, I mean, that's kind of nice. So I agree to it. And I just remember the drill spinning up.
No.
And I start laughing. I'm actually like, I'm laying back and I start laughing because I'm like, I can't wait to write this cable, because this cable is going to be epic. Like headquarters. Like I want to tell them how I'm like sitting here with water just flowing out of my mouth with a drill. And like, this is going to be great.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was great.
Did they numb you?
Yeah.
Well, who knows? They
did something. They put something in there. So, yeah,
I can't.
Wow.
I have a feeling from
that. I mean, all in.
That's one. I mean, that's one example of you just put yourself in crazy scenarios in order to meet people.
Well,
Thank you for listening to a special episode of Iron Butterfly Podcast, which ventures inside the world of our documentary, The Power We Hold: Stories from Women Spies. We might be coming to a film festival near you. To follow along on our journey, follow us on YouTube or Instagram, or visit our website at www.ironbutterflymedia.com. And if you like the show, please be sure to rate, review, and subscribe. Stay fierce, and we'll talk next time.